What is going on, guys? I am sitting here at the top of the hill fixing to go down here and get in the stand that hung just a little while ago. We are out here on the, or I am out here on the MLD lease by myself, and I drove up here in the pouring rain purposefully so I could hang this stand in the rain. I got here just in time. It was still drizzling, plenty of moisture, water still falling from the trees, and I felt like it was pretty good. I wanted to knock that scent down to hang that stand, so I took my time, got it hung in this area down here that I scouted when we left here last time, and I found like 7 scrapes within about 35 yards, and seems to set up perfect for the wind. I'm checking it on top of the hill, and I'm gonna check it at the bottom of the hill. So I'm gonna head down in here with a west wind, and I'm gonna come in from the south and let it blow across my face and hopefully shoot across this gully where these two creeks meet up, and the scrape tree is over to my west, so it'll be blowing from me to them. Hopefully I'm going downwind of the scrapes, hopefully far enough to get a shot, and hopefully not too far enough to where my wind swirls and gets in their face. So fixing to get out, start walking. It's a nasty mess up here on the golf cart, and I'm scared to go too far. I don't even know if I'm gonna get it back up the hill at camp. So, but I'm just out here by myself, 3 days, trying to get it done, and we'll see how it goes. Should be a nice evening, should be a beautiful next couple of days, so let's get after it. Don't be an idiot like me and forget your release all the time. Let's go. Oh, plus I forgot my release. Because the wind was supposed to get more consistent as the night went on. And blowing this way. It's kind of like this, supposed to go like this. Our scrape tree is over here. It's about 5 scrapes under it. There's another scrape over here. Another scrape out front. This little flat's only about 40 yards wide. Well, we're back here in the same spot as we were last night. I think this spot is still good for a couple of sets. This access is so good. The wind is definitely better today. I'm constantly checking the wind. It either goes out straight ahead of me or back to my right. I'm expecting to see deer over here. It's supposed to be really high winds today, like 17, 18 miles an hour sustained winds. I'm hoping down here in this bottom, these winds will skim across the top and deer will feel better about being down here. We still had that fresh rain yesterday. It's a big scraping area over here with 6 or 7 scrapes. So I'm just really banking on a shooter buck coming through here sometime, within 36 hours after that rain to freshen this up. Because it's just tore up. They gotta come in here. The cooler temperatures, you would think they would come in daylight at some point. There's a lot of oak trees in here. I don't know how many of them are dropping, but it's the end of October. It's that cruising, that scrape phase. So we'll settle in. It's gonna be a long day. Really expecting there could be some midday movement in here. just had a giant 8-point at freaking 6 yards. Sitting here, I can hear limbs and trees creaking all over the place. I heard a hard grunt, and I looked over, and a doe ran by me on the back side of the stand back here, ran right here, and she stopped right behind the tree because I think she caught my wind. So she stopped, and I couldn't see her, so I was afraid to move. She finally kept going, so I knew she had to be, a buck was on her, and I stood up. And he came down this trail. He came right there, and he stopped right here behind this brush. And I think he may have taken one more step and gotten right there. And I was actually drawn on him to shoot him right there in that gap. And I think he smelled me too. And he let that doe go. She went past, but he turned around, circled the back, and he stopped right there up behind all that brush. And he walked out a little ways. So I grunted at him a few times. And then that was it. I mean, this whole bottom is like 50 yards wide. And I set up on this side because the wind's blowing like this. You know, with a bunch of bedding on that side, thinking bucks may cruise through here or pop down to check these scrapes. And they come in here right on the edge, which makes sense, I guess, but it's just unfortunate. There's a trail right out here in front of me. I could have ran down and I'd have shot him at 8 yards. Man, I don't know what I gotta do. But at least there's a hot doe in the area. Oh man, he was a mature buck too. I mean, he was 4 years old, every bit of 4 years old, if not more. Bristled up, thick. I mean, I got a good look at him. My 360 camera's up here, but I got it on this side. Unfortunately, I don't think it probably saw anything on the other side of the tree. Oh man. I'm telling you, it just goes from 0 to 100 so fast. Oh man. I think we're in a good area though. They just always seem to come in the exact wrong spot. Well, we're awake now for sure. The wind is blowing like 15 miles an hour, so 20 miles an hour, gusting high. Dang it. Well, we're gonna head back down into the bottom, go back where we were. It's about 3 o'clock. Came out, took about a 2-hour break, and wasn't sure if I was gonna have to go to work or not actually. But guys at work decided it would be very funny to get together and start texting me, calling me, making me think I had to come in to work tonight. So didn't know if I was gonna have to fill the generator, didn't know if I needed to put stuff up. up here having anxiety, and they let me carry it out until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They're like, even got the supervisors involved. But nah, man, we're just messing with you. Keep hunting. Anxiety-filled day, to say the least. So wind is howling, but we're gonna get out and give it a shot anyway. We're going back into the same spot. I know it's not that exciting, but you know, normally I'm bouncing around, but I know, just like from that encounter this morning, when that spot is hot, and I know it is, I'm gonna stick it out in this case. So short time period, you know, I'm the only one here, and you know, out here on this MLD property, I think I can get away with that with a few extra hunts. So let's get on the road and get out there and slip up in the tree. Should make it easy. I can probably crawl in there on my hands and knees barking with all this wind. So we'll see you in the tree. So finished up the morning hunt and decided I'd do a little walking and calling, see if I could hear something chasing or something cruising through the woods, or see if I could get a reaction. I came down here in this little point that I've never been to before, and there's a fresh scrape over there, and then I come over here to this scrape, and it looks like it's just been worked, maybe this morning. There's pee, there's poop, and the dirt is just so fresh. Look how fresh this is. That's actually fresh pee, and it doesn't even really smell a whole lot like pee. It smells like tar soil. Got fresh poop right here. There's buck turds. There's even, looks like some doe poop, but there's actually doe tracks in here. So, looks like bucks and does have been through here. And I gotta leave in like 2 hours. This is super thick up in here, but I came in from the south. The wind's blowing out of the north, so I would be in position to set up and hunt for the day. But the doe track there. Oh man! But this is a very cool spot, but a very tight spot. I'll try to follow it out, see where these trails pop out. But this is super cool to find. I'm finding they love scraping under a lot of these holly trees. I think the leaves are nice and stiff and they got little pointy edges. But, you know, no matter how discouraged you get, you gotta keep trying. You gotta keep looking. I'll know this is here if I get to come back in a week or so, but I don't know if they're gonna be, you know, looking at scrapes a whole lot then, but good intelligence for next year. If this is where we end this video, I suppose it's on a good note. Finding something really, I mean, this is like the freshest scrape I've found in a long time. So, I'm gonna call my way out of here. Maybe I'll get lucky, but just keep pushing forward. Good luck to you guys, and we'll see you again soon, I'm sure.